Alright, hi guys, welcome to day 4 of my channel. You only get one chance, right? Day 3 is coming, I promise. However, I also promised myself that I would be really real with you guys and really real in these videos, and I want you to see what real looks like and explain what real feels like for me. So I told you guys, I believe it's on day 1, like I still have good days and I still have bad days. Well, day 3 was a great day, and day 3 will be uploaded, but day 4, which is today, is a lot more realistic. It's not a good day. I had a really rough day today. You formulate these plans while you're in the hospital, right? And they set you up with all of these appointments afterwards to continue care, to continue getting the help that you need. And part of that for me was an intensive outpatient program that they were wanting me to do. I had the appointment this morning over the phone to do an intake for that program. Well, come to find out, my insurance doesn't cover that program. It was a lot of back and forth with the people who run this program. I didn't understand because the hospital that I was in was covered, but this program partners with the hospital. It's not actually run by the hospital, and so they get to pick and choose which insurances they accept and which ones they don't. Well, just to give you an idea of costs of this program alone, just the intake fee, had I gone through with it this morning, would have cost me $250 just for the intake fee. And then it's a long-term program, so that's the first 8 or 9 weeks you're doing 3 days a week, 5 hours a day of different therapies, and you can just imagine the cost. And honestly, and I didn't even ask at that point. I can't afford it, I can't do that. I was obviously under the impression while I was in the hospital that this program was a program that was going to be covered by my insurance, because I've been in the hospital and I've had so many doctor's visits and done all those things, right? It's only March and I've already met my deductibles, just to give you an idea of what kind of medical bills I'm looking at. Like I've already done it. And so it was heartbreaking. And crushing, because I've discussed with you guys that like my biggest fear is not being able to get the help that I need, and then to be excited about a program that is going to continue my care and then not be able to do that program was really crushing, because they hyped it up in the hospital, right? They're like, this is the best thing for you, this is great for you, and then come to find out it's not something that I can afford to do. And now I'm back to square one again and having to do my own research and call all the programs again. Like I said before, I've been rejected by so many programs because they don't feel like they have the capacity, like the medical side of this disorder I have, this PNES, this psychological non-epileptic seizure disorder that I have. So I was crushed. After the phone appointment this morning that lasted way shorter, because I didn't do the intake, because I can't, pay. I can't imagine the fees and the costs of this program for myself. And obviously right now, I have my amazing mother who is helping me, who luckily her job is remote and she's working from here in my house. And my husband, who has been amazing, and he's pulling long hours at work to make sure that our household is still being taken care of. I can't imagine putting that kind of financial burden on him and I, even if it's a program that will help me succeed. I have to find another option. I have to find a better option for us. And honestly, that's scary. It's hard. I have a lot of advocates, which have been amazing. A lot of you guys have reached out to make sure that I'm okay, because day 3 wasn't posted on time, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for, helping me be accountable to this, because this is actually really therapeutic for me, and I know not only for me but for my family, for them to go through and watch this, because it's really hard to have those in-person conversations and talk about the really hard topics, right? It's easier to hide behind a screen and have these conversations, and not only process it myself, but it helps them better understand how to help me, how to take care of me, and those kind of things. Because like I've said before, I feel like a very huge burden on my family, especially right now. So after the appointment this morning, got back in bed. I'm still in my pajamas. It's, really late at night here. Didn't do really anything today. My dissociative disorder was in gear almost all day long. I was fighting my own mind and fighting this battle of, am I going to be able to find the help that I need? Will anybody help me? Is anybody there? Even though I have an amazing support system, right? You have all of these people who really truly care about you, and who love you, and who reach out to you, and who does all these amazing things, but you still feel so alone because you are so lost in your own mind that you don't even know sometimes which way is up, which way is down, left, right. Like, you don't know if it's Monday, if it's Friday. Like, you don't know what day of the week, day of the year, month, anything like that is. Sometimes you get so lost in yourself. And it's really hard to have 2 really good days and then crash today. Like, that's literally, it's literally a cycle. You're going up, you're going down, you're crashing, and you're doing all of these things. And to have such an amazing day yesterday, and getting to see my coworkers and stuff, and getting again to be at the rodeo, which I love. I now know I did too much, right? It was too much for me, because my body today is mad. It's very, very angry at me. Even though I didn't walk around, even though my husband and my coworkers, bless their hearts, and my mom, like, pushed me around yesterday. Today I'm paying for it, right? And it's so hard to say, and it's so hard to have somebody comprehend that doesn't have completely depressive days. I'm not even, which is obviously what I'm striving to do. What I'm striving to manage is have even days. But today is not one. My hair is not done. No makeup. I have bags under my eyes. Whoop, as the phone falls. I've cried, I've cried to myself today. I haven't quite understood what's going on. I've had times today where I've just been incredibly emotional. I still am. And you still have to live life. Like, you still have to do things. Like, I'm blessed right now that I work for an amazing company that is taking really good care of me right now, because without that company, I don't know how we would be making it right now, or how I would be making it, because when you're in a career, and most of you, almost probably all of you that are watching this understand, like, you go, right? You go until you get what you want, or you continue going because you continue wanting to grow. And this episode of my life, these episodes that I have every day, have literally stopped my life. They've stopped the career growth. They've stopped all these things that I've worked really, really hard for. And for me, it feels out of the blue. My body is saying, no, I'm tired, and I've been tired for a very long time, but you haven't been listening to me, right? And my mind's like, you haven't been listening, and so there was no other way to get you to listen and take care of me the way, you know, that I should be taking care of myself. And there's other things that happened today that I'm not quite ready to share, because it's scary to share those kind of things with the world. And I really, really didn't want to do a vlog tonight, because I really didn't want, excuse me, my nose is running. I really, really didn't want everybody to see the bad days. But I think it's healthy. I think it's good for people to understand that even though you have these great days, there are still going to be days where you struggle. No matter how hard you try, no matter how, like, you can take your medications on time, you can do all the right things, right, and eat the right way, and do all of these things, but still crash and feel like you can't get out of bed, and you can't function, and you can't do those things. And for me, that's really hard. For somebody that, gosh, when I, before these episodes, before this craziness that started, you know, last June, I went all day long. All day long I went, you know, I worked extra hours, I worked on extra projects, and I did all these extra things, and now I'm living in a body that won't listen to me because I didn't listen to it. And I'm paying for it in a way. And it's not the best way to think about it, right? Because you don't want to be negative. And you don't want to show the world how awful it is sometimes. But I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy to show the side of ourselves that isn't perfect, that isn't happy all the time, that struggles, that has insecurities and worries and suffers in ways that a lot of people understand but don't talk about. The amount of people in the world that suffer from some of the illnesses that I have, or even from all of the illnesses that I have and disorders that I have, is astonishing. The numbers are astonishing. Anxiety and depression alone are rampant, and mental health is something, like I said, that's still a lot of that taboo subject, right? Because everybody wants to put on this face between YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all of the things I'm forgetting, and Facebook and all of the social media platforms. Most of the time you see everybody put their best foot forward, right? You see beautiful pictures and the happiness and the good times and the amazingness, but you don't see what happens behind closed doors. And especially growing up in a time where social media wasn't part of my childhood, right? And it started to be part of my teen years. I don't know if anybody remembers MySpace who's watching this. That was my first social media platform or interaction. And we want to live up to these expectations that are put out there. And we show, like I said, the good days. And I really, really, really didn't want to do this vlog tonight. But I want you to see the bad ones. I want you to see the ones where I didn't get out of bed 95% of the day today. I didn't answer people's phone calls or texts. And it wasn't because I don't love them or because I am ignoring them or anything of the sort. It's just my mind is so tired from fighting itself, from battling itself, that I can't even begin to try to understand or talk about somebody else's world because I'm so lost in mine. I want us to talk about the bad days. I want to hear about your bad days because that's what makes us stronger, is when we survive them. It also helps others understand that even though I'm not the best texter, I don't text people back like I should quickly. I don't call people back quickly like I should. And I never have been good about it. I'm not saying that it is part of this, but I've never been good about it. But I want everyone to understand that I love them and I care about them. And I'm so happy to see this kind of support that I'm getting. And I'm so blessed to have the support that I have. But there are going to be days like this where I thought I had taken 3 steps forward. And then there are days that put you 5 steps backwards. And sadly, today is one of those days. The good news is I'm going to go to sleep tonight, take all my millions of medications that I have to take, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and it's going to be a new day. It's going to be a different day. And I'm going to speak it out into the world that it's going to be a better day. And I hope that tomorrow is a better day for you all as well. Again, I appreciate the support. I'm so happy to have you guys following me and my journey. Feel free to share this. I was only sharing this with family, but it's really been put on my heart to go ahead and share this out in the world. Hence why I was so nervous to share the bad day today. Obviously, let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything that you feel like I'm missing out, like talking about, or even your own stories. I want this to be a safe space to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? We talk about the ugly things that are kept in our boxes that we don't want to come out. The things in our lives that haunt us, or the things in our lives that are hidden from the rest of the world. So me and my hidden illness is going to go to bed and get some rest. And tomorrow is going to be a better day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.